Hello champions, we're gonna have a new character preview. This time it is Lita, Hall of Fame. She is an acrobat and we're gonna be using her at 4-star gold like previous characters. This is lent to me by Scopely as usual. I won't get to keep her. And if you're familiar with Jimmy Uso, it's pretty much the female version of him, although some colors were swapped. But the moveset is pretty much the same. Let's have a look first at her coaching ability. At 9,000, moves that generate red gems will create one more red gems, and red gems do 5% more damage. So that extra one red gem is going to be very beneficial for pretty much anyone that generates red gems, or anyone that would use Big John Studd as a trainer, for instance. That's Vader, Goldberg, Lex Luger, who's Mark Henry. That's the ones I can think of. Mostly powerhouses. I know there's a is it Striker All, or I don't remember, it's Striker All or Striker Nash. I think it's Striker Nash that also has a build with Big John Studd. Basically anyone that uses Big John Studd can benefit from that. Also those that do high red damage, usually again powerhouses, or like Harper maybe if you don't have any of the optimal ones, that can do more damage as well for the red. But yeah, I can definitely see that coach ability being heavily used for the guys that I mentioned. Link with the other Hall of Famer. Color move, start with 4 more MP, pretty powerful boost. Gear, only one set. She is a Hall of Fame character, and as other of that special series, she enjoys a permanent 10% boost to HP and gem damage. That is a permanent buff, not just for this month, permanent 10%. Although on top of that, just for this month, there is an extra 20% gem and HP bonus. So that's 30% for this month, 10% for whatever is left. She is all bronze as you look, the statue look, just like Booker T was, just like Sting will, and any other future Hall of Famer in the future, because that's how that special series works. They're all bronze looking. Now, let's have a look at the movesets. If you've seen my previous Jimmy video, you know Jimmy is one of the characters I enjoy playing the most. This I expect to be pretty much the same. So, Lita Salt, 10 MP blue move. Finisher deals 24k damage, destroys 6 random multiply gems and pin the opponent. The Lita Bomb, 6 MP blue move, deal 10.6k damage and choose a 2x4 area to make into multiply gems of strength 3. And the Twist of Fate, 8 MP green move, deal 12.8k damage and choose a 3x2 area to swap into blue gems. Trainers we're going to be using for that: George Steele to start with 4 more blue. You could be using also Lawler instead, which would work pretty much exactly the same, except you would go for the blue moves before you go for the green move, obviously. Also, we're using Matt Hardy, so that Lita Bomb is multiplied of strength 5 instead of 3. We're also going to have DX Triple H to help rebuild that green. You could be using Andre Trickster as well to rebuild the blue. That would work as well. And we're going to have Akira Tozawa to help reduce the amount of submission, because almost all females have a submission, which is very useful to have something to counter them so that you don't lose all your MP. If you add Undertaker Acrobat, which is Zombie Undertaker, which I don't, you could be using him as a coach, which boosts your multipliers. So now let's see in practice. We're gonna go kick Ronda's ass. All right, so we're gonna get our green right here. I don't have any perks on right now. So you see here, we're missing 8 blue and 4 of this one. This is going to give us 6, so obviously I need to get 2 more. But I could get here and get an extra, but I'm going to hope that, well, I'm pretty sure that's going to end my turn anyway. I'm too close to the pin bar. Yeah, definitely. All right. Now we're going to choose a 2x4 area to make into gems, and now we're going to on multiply gem, and then we're going to destroy it. Now the problem is though, there's not a lot of blue and not a lot of green, so I don't have a lot to choose from. Now this is going to give me 2. This will give me 3, and I think that's the best we can get. So yeah, that's what we're gonna go for. That board is not great for us right now. And this is gonna destroy 6 of them, so we're gonna hope we're getting both of those blue. We got 1 plus 1 green. Now she's hitting us with the submission. Only 1 turn because we got Akira to counter it. Can't destroy any of it. Let's just get rid of yellows. So I can't do any moves. We'll go for those blue remaining here. That's just refilled those blue again. So I can use that again. Again, there's not a lot of green and blue on the board, but this still has 3 of them selected, plus it gets rid of one of those X she left. We're going to use the finisher and hope to get, well, even if we don't get the greens, that's going to fill it anyway. And she's down. This went really well, even if we had a pretty bad board overall. I'll show you the exact same thing, but with Lawler as a trainer instead of Steel. But it's going to work pretty much the same way. All right, exact same thing. Blue, blue, green. This time it is Lawler and Matt. I haven't changed Triple H and Akira. We're going to be facing again Ronda. Exact same thing. Just different startup. Okay, we do have blue ready. I could have gone to get the green also. That would have filled those 2 moves for this turn. Right, so we want blue and green. This has 3 blue and 1 green. And I think that's the best I can get. It is. Let's break 6. That refilled both blue again. Right. We're going to put it here. Plus, not only is it going to destroy 6 random multipliers, but the other 2 we have remaining are actually the 2 colors we use, so that's pretty good. So we got green and blue, that's perfect. She has a good chance of getting out of that being a striker. She did. Now this time we got the blue and the green that is ready. That means this is going to be a nasty one. I'm gonna put it here, and the reason I'm doing that is because now we're gonna use that move, and we're gonna put it here. That means we're gonna have a lot of blue multiplier, and this is gonna completely obliterate her. Boom! That probably did a lot. And it's over. So this moveset is the one I've personally been using on Jimmy forever. There is an alternate moveset that we're going to go have a look just now. Not as good as this one, I'd say, but still we're going to have a look at it. Actually, guys, before we look at the other spec, I forgot to mention, if you do not have Matt, alternative trainers to replace him are... move destroy. It is Striker Kane, Demon Kane, and Ryback. They destroy extra multiply gems. They're going to destroy way more than you're going to have in total, but if you don't have Matt, that's an alternative trainer that you can be using. All right, so now let's have a look at that different spec.
And I'm like, that just happened? How did I do all that? That's crazy. So
all right, second move set for Lita. It is the Lita Salt again, 10 MP blue move finisher, deals 24k damage and destroys 6 random multiply gems and pin the opponent. The Lita Bomb 6 MP blue move, deal 10.6k damage and choose a 2x4 area to make into multiply gems of strength 3. And the DDT, which is 6 MP purple move, deal 11k damage and make 4 random gems into multiply gems of strength 3. So basically we're swapping the green move for this purple move instead. Trainers again are going to be this time you can't really use steel, obviously, because there's no green, so it is definitely optimal with Lawler, and we have Matt to boost that modifier. In this case though, not having Matt and using Demon Kane or Ryback can be a little more useful than Matt, possibly, because you're gonna have more multipliers on the board. So those guys that are gonna make you destroy 12 instead of 6 would actually have 12 to destroy, which they won't if you're using Matt. But personally, I kind of like Matt better. I like bigger multipliers than just destroying more of them that are lesser, especially if it's more spread. Just personal preference. We are switching Triple H for HBK to help loading that purple if we need to. The blue should technically not be a problem. We'll see in practice. It always depends on the board. And we do have Akira to help again against female, reducing that submission. We're going to have the match again versus Ronda. We need a blue match or a purple we could live with as well, as long as the blue's not too far behind. We don't have a blue, so we'll go for that purple I was talking about. All right, we're gonna make those random multipliers. We still don't have a blue match anywhere. I'm not gonna use that blue move right away. That gave us blue right there. That was a bit of a lucky shot though. All right, now we're gonna set this area. This has 2 blue and 2 purple in it. This does as well, although there's one that is a loot gem instead. Let's pick those. That means that we have like those 8. We got 11 gems that have multipliers on them, and only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are not useful to us. So we got basically 1 out of 2 shots. That was pretty good. We got both our purple and our blue. And we should definitely be done with this. We're going to put more multipliers. We're going to select an area. This would have 5. This would have 5 as well, but one's a loot. So let's go with this. We have a lot of multipliers there. This is where it could come in handy to have Demon Cane instead of Matt, for instance, because there's a lot to destroy and pick from. But as you can see, that's more than enough to completely destroy her. That's pretty much it for the other spec. All right, we're going to go back. Look if we can work something else.
Roxine told me I could do whatever I wanted to do, and that I could be whatever I wanted to be. And so I am.
Alright guys, so that's pretty much it. There's not really any other moveset. The other two moves we can have a look at. It's the Monkey Flip, 4 MP purple move, deal 8500 damage and force your opponent to tag, do not use in single matches. And the Tilt-A-Whirl Slam, 4 MP green move, deal 9.9k damage and make 8 random countdown gems into multiplied gems of strength 3. Neither of those are really that useful. I mean, like we said earlier, Lita is pretty much a copy of Jimmy. Those two moves were useful for Jimmy in tag situation with Jay, his brother. But as far as a female version, those countdown gems, I mean, you would need to face someone that has them or tag with someone that makes them. Really situational, not really that useful. And the Monkey Flip can be useful to force back a tag, maybe like on a showdown event where you want to make sure to tag in the male instead and not play along with her. Like you would equip like Woods as a trainer and you force the tag right away so you can play with your male to start the match. Maybe something like that I can think of. Other than that, pretty unlikely to ever use those two moves and pretty much stick to the blue-green one or maybe the purple instead of the green, but I personally like the green better. So that's pretty much it, guys. Again, this is the Hall of Fame Lita. Currently has a 30% bonus on HP and gem damage. Will remain with a 10% bonus once the event is done. Thanks for watching. If you're not already a sub, make sure to do so to be kept aware when I post new stuff. Oh, by the way, you can get from the leaderboard 500 shards from her from the Queen of the Ring event coming up, and I'm sure we'll have her on loot later on as well. And that's it. So if you're not a sub, make sure to do so to be kept aware when I post new stuff. If you have any questions, ask them, and if you like the video, leave a like and share. See you guys. G out. Ciao.